South Africa's G20 presidency program is in full swing as various sectors of the society are looking to add their voice to making the country's tenure a success. The Department of Planning, Monitoring and Evaluation joined public servants, academics and civil society organizations for a G20 seminar on public good, development, finance and social protection. Deputy Minister Seiso Mohai delivered an address lamenting the lack of planning and coordination on government programs that he says robs the poor of change that is supposed to come through global events like the G20. He's called for change.
We have adopted a set of policies and the problem is largely in the implementation. So we have to look into those areas to attend to the chronic problems of failure to implement in the country. Today we are still a country, despite budget cuts, we're still a country that has got chronic under-expenditures. Government departments across board do at times return monies unspent in very critical areas of our work. So I think we have really to grapple with these issues, deal with these issues, no longer theorize.
His views were echoed by those in academia. Tshwane University of Technology's Professor Masirumula Mashupia says the reform of multilateral organizations should benefit emerging economies like South Africa.
Let's address the question of inequality. Let's address the question of poverty. Let's address the question of imbalances in the geopolitical spaces, or rather in your multilateral organization. Let's talk firmly about reforming some of these multilateral institutions so that they should start to also work in a way that seeks to as well advantage, particularly those countries that are in the global south.
Statistician General Risenga Maluleke formed part of the G20 panel discussion. He questioned the widening inequalities that have seen millions unable to actively take part in the economy.
Close to a quarter of the white-headed population households were found in the upper quintile. It means the white population group is relatively wealthier compared to any other population group. Especially when you compare on the right-hand side, you can see 73.2% are in the upper quintile for the white population group. Look at the black Africans on the left-hand side. The upper echelon is only 13.7%, followed by the colors, followed by the Indian population group. The Indian Asian population group is catching up with the whites in all aspects of life in South Africa.
Vice President of the South African Association of Public Administration and Management, Professor Nukukanya Jilimbanjwa, has cautioned around G20 events as another talk shop, saying the country's challenges of poverty, unemployment and inequality require decisive interventions.
These sectors, they play a very important role, a very crucial role in terms of trying to bring the impactful as well as practical solutions with regard to the challenges that we are confronted with. Well, currently we are looking at advancing solidarity, we are looking at the issues of inequality as well as sustainable development.
The seminar concluded with a dialogue session with academics calling on government to beef up its research work. The ideas and contributions canvassed here will be taken to the SAPAM National Conference set for September, with role players also looking at the policy briefs forming part of South Africa's G20 presidency and the summit in November 2025. Katlego Logodi, SABC News in Kempton Park.